Hi students, today we are doing adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Last week we did like denominators. I'll give an example here. Say you have say you have 1 by 4 and you add it to 3 by 4. The like denominators means the denominators are equal. So what we did was we put it under one roof, and then whatever is the numerator asking you to do, 1 plus 3, and that becomes a 4 by 4. Then you simplify the fraction and it becomes a 1 over 1. The answer is 1. So this is how we did the like denominators. Let's see how different is adding unlike denominators from like denominators is. Okay, so let's erase this and let's take up an example with steps for unlike denominators. So there are 4 steps and you'll see them one by one. Okay, step 1. So let's take up an example. Say I take up an example 2 by 5 plus 1 by 3. Okay, unlike denominators, not like 5 is different from 3. Step 1, find the least common denominator. That means least common multiple of the denominators, right? So I have the denominators 5 and 3. If I do the factor tree, I'll see both 3 and 5 already are prime numbers, and I can multiply them and I can get my least common multiple of the denominators 15. So that is my answer, that is equal to 15. And even if you start writing the multiples of 3 and 5, you don't want to do it by the factor tree method, you can write 5, 10, 15 and so on. 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15, and you see the first multiple that is common between 3 and 15 of 3 and 5 is 15. So this is 15. So that step 1 is over. Let's go to step 2. Multiply each fraction. Which fraction? This fraction and this fraction with the LCD. What is the LCD? 15. So multiply each fraction with 15. 2 by 5 plus 15, 1 by 3. What is step 3? Simplify each fraction. Okay, so we're going to simplify. Before simplifying, we can cancel whatever we can. 15 is the least common multiple, so of course 5 goes into 15. How many times? 3 times. Of course 3 goes into 15. How many times? 5 times. Now simplify each fraction and add the numbers. Okay, so let's do that. 3 times 2. So this is 1 and 1 in the denominator. 3 times 2 is 6. And copy the add sign. 5 times 1 is 5. So what do you get in the numerator then? 11. Okay. What do you get as a result of step 3? 11. What is step 4? Divide the answer of step 3. What is the answer of step 3? 11. By LCD. What was your LCD? 15. 15. And write it. I mean, if it needs simplification, 11 doesn't go into 15, 15 doesn't go into 11. They don't have a common factor, so this is your final answer. So 2 by 5 plus 1 by 3 equals 11 by 15. Okay, let's take up some more examples. One addition and one subtraction. So I'm going to take up this example. Step 1. Find the least common multiple of the two denominators, which is also called the LCD. So if you do 3 and 6 by factor tree, 3 is 3 times 1 and 6 is 2 times. If you start writing the LCM, 3 has a pair, so write it only once, and then 2 times 1 is the same thing, 6. Even if you want to do it the multiple way, 3 has a multiple 3, 6, 9, and so on. 6 has a multiple 6, 12, but you already have a common factor. So LCD is equal to 6. Now that you have the LCD, what is the next step? You multiply the LCD with each fraction. I keep switching between LCD and LCM. They would be the same thing, right? Step 3 would be to simplify. 6 goes into 6 one time. 3 goes into 6 two times. So simplify further. 1 times 5 is 5 plus, copy the plus, 2 times 2 is 4. So what's the result of step 3? 9. Unless I'm making a mistake. 6 is the LCD, 5 by 6, 6 goes into 6 one time, 1 times 5 is 5, 6 is the LCD, times 2 by 3 is a fraction, 3 goes into 6 2 times, 2 times 2 is 4, 9. Okay, and what is step 4? Divide your answer of step 3 by the LCD. So what is the, what do you get here? So step 4 is your final answer, 9 by 6. But it is not simplified. You can see that um, this the greatest common factor here is 3. So you can divide 9 by 3 and 6 by 3, and the answer is 3 by 2. So that is the simplified version. Okay, so that is your final answer. So 5 by 6 plus 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. Okay, it's the answer to this question. So these are the steps. So let's take up one example of subtraction, and then you should be ready to do the assignment. Okay, so question number 16. First thing, look at the denominators, 2 and 5. Both of them are prime numbers. So you don't have to do any factor tree. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. If you write the multiples 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5 is 5 and 10. You already have a common multiple, which is 10. So first step, LCD equals 10. Second step, multiply each fraction with, copy the sign. Don't put it plus if it is minus. Then your LCD times 4 by 5. Step 3, simplify. So you're going to start simplifying. 2 goes into 10 5 times is 1. 5 goes into 10 2 times. 5 times 3 is 15, minus 2 times 4 is 8. 15 minus 8 is 7. So this is the answer of step 3. To get the final answer, you're going to divide the answer of step 3 by the LCD. So step 4, 7 divided by the least common multiple 10. Cannot be simplified further. There is no common factor that goes into both 7 and 10, so you leave it as a final answer. So 7 by 10 is your final answer. So this hopefully will help you do your assignment, and there are only 4 questions, pretty doable after you watch this video. So see you guys in class. Thank you for watching this, and hope it's good.